This is our little caravan. This is my family. We are just leaving a festival that we've been to. We're literally about to drive out, just feeding the kids. A few people have broken down, can't get off site. And people are camping all around us, a bit too cramped to be fair. There's the red bus that's camping next to us. That was our good landmark to find our tent. Sunshine still, it's about 8 o'clock at night and we're leaving. And the festival's called Greenbelt. Excuse me, I look, I haven't washed for about 3 days. And it's a really, really good festival that's about faith, arts, culture, activism. Brilliant for families, better for adults, it's getting better for kids. And I wish I'd filmed a lot of the talks and debates and poetry and music that I've seen this weekend, but I had too many kids around me and was too focused on all sorts of stuff. Oh look, we've got the post-festival breakdown going on over there. But really, I've been asking myself all weekend, you know, am I really sick or am I just Western? And there's been lots of themes that have come up this weekend, and the truth is that there's so many inspiring speakers and musicians and artists here this weekend who I reckon have been asking themselves this question, probably phrased a bit differently, but essentially they have been saying this ain't quite right and there's a better way to be. And there's been all sorts of talks. I went to a brilliant talk about mindfulness and soulfulness, you know. The whole phenomenon of mindfulness is big, isn't it? And lots of people into it. And I think it's fantastic. And it definitely helps us be more present. It helps us focus much more on the here and now. And it reduces stress and anxiety. It's better for relationships. The list is endless of the positives. But we talked further than that. We talked about, and we heard a brilliant speaker talk about soulfulness, being who we're created to be and carving out the opportunities to express more of who we are, and finding, I guess, a lifestyle and a rhythm and a tuning in to who we are, how to express that in a healthy and wholesome way for our soul to be free. That really resonated with me. That just made me feel like, you know, nail on the head, kind of light bulb. Yeah, that's it. There isn't enough in my life that's letting my soul be free, and my soul is crying out for this. And I want to practice more mindfulness, and I'm going to practice more mindfulness. So what else? Just brilliant poetry. Went to Harry Baker. He does spoken word, absolutely fantastic guy. You've got to check him out if you haven't. I might post some of his stuff. But he was up with his mate Chris, and they did a brilliant gig together. One thing that really stood out in that was a song they've written about about keeping life simple and bringing some joy in times where it just seems so joyless at the moment. Newspapers, the news, everything that's going on in the world, it's tough times, you know. They're bleak, and I think if we only read newspapers, we can have a pretty dark perspective on what's going on. But actually, there's so much to be joyful about. There's so much to celebrate. There's so much to love. And this is a brilliant song they wrote. So I think I might post that for you. Oh, there's just so much. So much. This weekend was packed with brilliant stuff. You know, the refugee crisis, learning more about that, and how we can really engage with that, and where's it all coming from, and what's it about, and actually being responsible for each other and loving each other, truly loving each other. What does that mean? I'm tired, and my kids need to get in the car, so I'm being a bit waffly, but essentially a brilliant weekend to highlight much more of that kind of question. Am I really sick? Or is this just Western society problems? Is this illness what we all are suffering from? and we're all expressing it and finding ways, or some of us are finding ways how to step free of that and how to navigate through to health within this parameter of Westernness.